How are you doing on Singapore races, right? So I think if you haven't checked my posting for Singapore races on Friday, feel free to go back to the Facebook group and click on this link. Um, I think did pretty well. So I hope that we can repeat the same success in for Hong Kong races, right? So let's start with the Hong Kong races on the 5th of April. Let me bring up the race card. Okay, so let's start with the simple analysis. Based on this race card, we will try to look who is the fastest horse in the race. I think there's number 1 and number 4, but there's a lot of unknown over here, newcomers, which it makes it very difficult to handicap. But let's stick to what we know, right? So in this case, I think if not mistaken, number 1 just won and in the last run, but I think still it holds a very good chance, right? So if you do not want to play 1, you can consider number 4, right, which is this horse, right? It has a pretty good timing. This one I'm not sure. So far I think PFU did pretty well in training those horses in 1000 meter, but I think this horse didn't show any recent form right over here. Okay, let's check the race card overview from Punter's Way. Okay, this horse just won, right? And then number 4, yep, is knocking the door. And number 6 is actually didn't show. I think they have a one good run, but the last run didn't do quite well. Maybe just back from a break. May take a look this one. Let's look at what other race recommendation by publication. 1 4, yep, is still in our range. And let's look at the odds. Okay, number 4 is favorite. So number 4 is favorite and number 1 supported. Number 6 not much. So looks like between 1 and 4, right? Okay, let's move to race 2. So race 2, I think based on the selection here will be number 3 and number 9, right? Okay, let's look at race 2. What are the odds? Okay, number 2 is a favorite, but Zach Burton. Number 3 and number 9. Okay, let's check this one. Yep, so far it's aligned with what I'm thinking. And this one coming from back. This one will be racing. Hang on. Racing a bit forward. I'm hoping number 9. Oh, number 1 just back from a break, so didn't race for many months. So I'll probably wait and see whether for number 9 any support or not. If not, then I'll probably focus on 2 and 3. So let's go back to the race card. Yep, so 2 and 3 both will be running in front, right? So this is just my indicator to see what's the running style for the horse, right? Like 1 is basically is leading, right? So 2 is in the second, follow behind, right? And yep, so I think this one do not have any recent form. Both 2 and 3 will be very strong in this race. Okay, let's yeah, but I think at the moment I'm not sure any. Let's see, 2 and 3. Maybe I will go for 3 in this case. I'll put more consideration in number 3, right? Let's go to race 3. Race 3. Alright, this race I will skip. Basically, it looks like it's a beauty generation, but again, it's top weight, and of course, this horse is in form at the moment. The form is back, right? So between 1 and 2, I probably won't touch this race. I'll just keep moving. Race 4. Race 4, okay, so unfortunately still Zach and also Hastings, Scofield and Sullivan. So but I think this race probably I will look at number 5. Alright, so 2 had a good run, but yep, so just watch out number 1, maybe catch me if you can. Right, so I will lead the race and I will let you chase me, right? So watch out number 1. It's just a running style that a bit suitable. So if let's say I need to make a consideration, probably 5 will be a better choice. But again, you might want to play, you know, a lot of Morera horses and also Zach horses, right? But again, there's not much value involved. So number 3, oh, Waikuku is more is a favorite now, not Beauty Generation. Yeah, so 5 has not much value, right? So you, probably if you want value, you know, maybe you can look at 1, you know. Yeah, it didn't show much timing, but I just like the way this horse is running, right? So basically it's a slow pace, so it's running in front on its own, right? So if let's say you can't finish, then probably you can't chase me already. Another one could look at is number 12, Witness Hunter. Pretty good timing, right? I mean recent form of course can't beat number 2. Yeah, but then perform decently, right? So if you do not want to consider number 5, Carrying Excellence, can go for 1, 2 or maybe 12, right? Just for forecast consideration. 1, 2, yep. So let's look at this 12. Yeah, so 12 is pretty well, right? So it's quite close every time, you know. So can take a look. Let's go for number 5, race 5. Yep. So this is the race, right, where I'm very interested. I think if let's say you want me to consider betting, you know, in one race for today, I will consider this one, race 5, number 10, right? So that's basically it didn't I mean, like it didn't fall into any of the the recommendation, right, from punters from iRace, right? So I personally like this horse, right? I like this yeah, number 10, Butterfield, right? So let's take a look how much it is paying. Yes, unfortunately is a favorite, right? But no problem. I think 4.4. I think I'll still consider it. Okay, so I like this one, Butterfield. Let's move to race 6. Yeah, so there's not much data available, right? So basically I only have, like, you know, 4 and 5, right? So in this case, and also 4 might be a good consideration. Race 6 number 4. Let's check race 6 number 4. Yep. Yep, so far, like, I think they're going for Morera. Race 6 number 4. Yep, so pretty decent, but just watch out. Sometimes, you know, the jockey in form, right, like Morera, Burton, right? So it's quite hard to avoid, you know. So I sometimes, if let's say the it's not suitable, I would just rather skip, right? Just watch out, you know, running 6 times, right, without any on board chance, right? So I'm just still a bit careful. But this one is in form and then good timing, you know, and clock a good sectional time, right? So take note this one, right? It can provide you some good value, right? So if you look at the horses that quite evident like this, then of course the value may not be that much. Okay, so let's move to race 7. Yeah, race 7 is another interesting race, right? So it's a like a speed battle, you know, who is the fastest in the race, right? And then this is a sprint horse, right? So since there's only 2 kilo weight different, I think it's not that I think these 2 horses, right, it's not easy to beat no, the informed horse, which is number 1, right? So, but again, right, I mean, like, Burton is not stupid, you know, and CY Ho is also informed jokey, right? So basically, they know what to choose, right? They have an option on what to choose. So you look at the hero, right? So basically, Burton is still the favorite. Although this one run pretty well, yeah, but it seems like the market is on this horse. Oh, Voyage Warrior is paying 32 times, so this chance seems like not so high. Although it runs pretty well in class 1, seems like the market think that this is not possible. Okay, so I will still look at Hot King Prawn. Let's go to race 8. Race 8, okay, is looking at 5, 7, and 14. Okay, 5, 7, and 14. So, given me, I will take a look at 14. Already just won, right? Okay, he's just leading all the way. I'll still take a look at 14, right? Because first of all, it's a lightweight and still clock a pretty good timing, right? So it's the lightweight, right? Yeah, but one thing is that yeah, not too sure how this horse back up, you know, after this run, right? I'm not sure recover or not, but I think it should. Is an 8 years old. Yeah, let's go and look at the odds. Oh, it's paying 27. It seems like not much support. Okay, no problem. Let's keep moving. Yeah, so this one. This race, I think race 9. I think I shortlisted number 6 and number 7, and 6 and 7, right? So let's take a look how it looks like for 6 and 7. Switch to this one. Switch looks at the odds. Oh, Moreira is the favorite. I mean, I'm not surprised, right? Pink Hoy, Bravo, you know, is all the horses that are informed recently. So I'm just hoping, like horse like number 6, right, can lead, you know, a bit far, you know, so that it's hard for him to chase. But again, in my analysis, right, the leading horse will be number 8 and number 10 for this race, right? So number 8 is Titan. Yep. So based on speed, right, so number 8 probably will be fastest out from the gate. Okay, so in a nutshell, just a quick analysis. I am still positive looking at these two horses, right? So 6 and 7, probably I will put more observation in 6, right? Okay, come back to the last race. Okay, so this horse is number 2, 3, and 5, right? 2, 3, and 5. But that's one horse in this race which I like personally, right? So I will make a decision to override that. Okay, so either I will look at number 3 based on my selection here, or I will go for this horse, right? So race 10, 13, and also this horse. These two horses is something that I will look at this race. So let's confirm and see the form, right? How it race. Okay, so this one is yep, coming. The form is coming, and Emerald Spur, right? So it's also, yep, flying home. So this horse is a bit off pace, right? But one thing I learned from Hong Kong races, right? I know it's very close, right? The handicap is very close. The finishing also very tight, and I still rely on, like, for example, race 1 and race 2, and see how's the running style. Whether it's the horses leading in front or coming from back, right? Or maybe midfield, racing handy. I also want to see how is the running style where those horses win, right? Then I'll make a decision like which horse to choose. So if you haven't subscribed to, I think that's all for today for Hong Kong races. I just want to make it quick, right, before going into too much details, and if you haven't subscribed to my website, I think go here, subscribe to the report over here. So let me repeat this one. Yep. So subscribe to my report, right? And I'll share with you the report in your email, right? So good luck, and talk to you again next week. Good luck. Bye.